Hi guys, it's me Kiles once again, and today I bring you some more fresh roster moves, especially from Valorant. So Koi announced today the departure of H1BER. It was already expected. Limbo had posted on the Twitter and 2-3 days ago that it was almost certain that H1BER was going to leave Koi. Yeah, he posted it 2 days ago that it was almost certain that H1BER was going to leave Koi and is going to join Vitality. Today the announcement was finalized, so H1BER is no longer a player for Koi. The duelist had a lot of interest, especially from Fnatic, but also Vitality. Vitality was one of the teams that was interested in H1BER services for a long time, and now he is officially left Koi and is going to join Vitality in a short period. So the announcement should be close. We had another announcement. So Giants and ACEND are agreed or are almost agreeing to Monsteerr for Kiles for the trade. According to them, the trade is going to be Kiles for Monsteerr and an amount of money from ACEND. So let's see. We're gonna have. It's going to be for the Spanish league is great. You're going to have a world champion in a Spanish league. From ACEND, this is I don't know, like the past couple of months for ACEND have not been great, right? Bone Cold is out of the team now. Kill is out of the team, so we still don't know what's going to happen to ACEND. Is Cines going to stay on the team? Is he going to leave? Are we going to see more roster moves from the team? I don't know. Only time will tell. But ACEND getting Monsteerr, Giants getting Kiles. I still think Giants gets the best in this trade, right? Because Kiles is still one of the best players in the world. He's been a world champion. He's a very experienced player. Monsteerr is a young player. I think he's only 18. So, but he has a lot of potential. So, for ACEND, is I think it's kind of a long-term project, betting on Monsteerr. While Giants gets a player where they will have going to make their squad much stronger and put them in a position to win now and become one of the best teams and maybe reach the VCT Challengers, which is obviously a goal for every team in Europe. So here also confirming the trade that ACEND and Giants have reached an agreement to trade Kiles for Monsteerr. Giants will be paid around 15k on top of the acquisition of Kiles. So I think this is a great deal for Giants, right? Like I said, getting Kiles, you still get 15k on top of it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how this Giants roster is going to look and is going to play in the near future. And to ACEND, you get Monsteerr. Let's see how they will round out the roster. I think if the roster stays as it is, they still need one more player and any game leader because Bone Cold has left the team and is going to join Vitality. There's been a lot of rumors around him joining Vitality, so let's see how that ends. We have also another news. Wardell is going to play for version 1 as a stand-in in the first ACT. So because of the problems for Whippy. So is this going to become like a permanent move? Is it not? I don't know. But I'm very curious to see how Wardell was going to fit in version 1. Like version 1 was one of the best teams in North America. In the first challengers, in the group stage, them and Cloud9 were the two best teams in North America. They went to the playoffs as the favorites together with Cloud9. Unfortunately, they didn't make it through Masters, but they were still a very good team and a very solid team. So let's see how that changes if the acquisition of Ardell, even though only as a stand-in, is going to improve the team, or if the team is going to have to change their way how they play, etc. And maybe that's not going to go well for them. So let's see how that ends up. From the Brazilian scene, we have some quite surprising news in my opinion. So BNG from NIP is going to step down, like he's been benched, is searching for a new team, which is very surprising because NIP played well at his Masters. Yes, sure, they didn't make it out of groups, but they beat Fnatic. They went to map 3 against Set. Like Seta placed third in the competition overall, right? In the group stage, like if you look at their loss against Seta, you could say, yeah, but they lost against Seta like that. That's not good. But seeing all the tournament unfold and how far Seta gone and how much great teams they defeated, you can say, okay, NIP performance was a good one, and BNJ was one of the best players. Was probably the best performing player apart from Shen in that team. He has a lot of experience in terms of LAN international tournaments, so Dropping BNJ is a question mark in my opinion. Like, I don't know what's going on NiP. Maybe it's something inside the team. Maybe they decided it was better to change something, and grabbing BNJ was the right move. So Vixen from Kid Stars is going to replace him. And we have another NiP addition. Jean, which was playing for Vivo Kids, is going to join NiP as the new head coach. So yeah, that's a little bit surprising. Jean was on the bench for, I don't know if he was on the, no, he wasn't on the bench for Vivo Kid, but he was playing for Vivo Kid. He was a pretty solid and good player in the Brazilian scene. So then him stepping down from an active role as a player and joining as the new head coach for NiP, I feel like maybe this brings a new air that the team needs, and maybe the team will improve with these changes. I don't know, because like Loud is still by far the best team in the region. NiP was by far the second best team, so like there was a gap between Loud and everyone else, but there was also a considerate gap between NiP and like the third and fourth best team. So let's see, maybe this is going to make the team better and improve them, but we can only gonna be able to know at the long term. So here is also Noyan, which is probably the best sources of for Valorant changes in Brazil. So if you don't follow him, go and give him a follow if you want to like be always updated about the changes in the Brazilian region. So he also confirms that BNJ is gonna be leaving NiP, and Vixen is going to be his replacement. And here he was the one that also broke the news about Sean going to NiP as the head coach. So let's see what's going to happen. This is some news that we weren't expecting, right? Like the Koi, Ivert leaving Koi, which was almost expected. Also props to Ibai, because he said on a video, I think Lambo tweeted it, he said on the video that it was he'd received an offer from a better team, a project that Iber believed in more, and so he didn't want to look like to trap the player, so we just come into agreement and then let the player go to Vitality, which is an honorable decision in my opinion, because a lot of teams don't do that, and they will probably like lock the player and ask for a higher buyout or bench the player, and either like someone comes with the buyout price, or the player just gets in contract jail, right? And has to wait for this contract to win. So props to Ibai for doing this. I think, in my opinion, the best decision he could have done, right? So Hyper joining Vitality, great for Vitality. I think this is a massive loss for Koi, because Hyper was one of the best duelists in Europe, and is not going to be able to fill the shoes of Hyper. For Vitality, great, because Vitality didn't perform as well in the French Regional League. So now joining Hyper, potentially also Boncold joining the team. The team is looking pretty strong and pretty good. So this was an expected one. Like I said, Lambo had leaked this one up like 2 days ago, 2-3 days ago. Yeah, the Kiles for Monsteerr, win-win for another win-win, this time for a Spanish organization. I think it's also a win-win for ACEND, because also Kiles had some mental issues because of the war in Ukraine, etc. That's so I wish him the best for him. So I think maybe like a change of scenarios will bring the killer that we all know and love, which is one of the best players in his role. And also to Monsteerr, a great opportunity. He's going to play on a team that's playing at the highest level of Valorant in Europe. So great for him, especially he's such a young player and a very talented player. So great for him to have this opportunity. And the Wardell one, let's see. Right now he's only a stand-in, but maybe in the future he signs with version 1. I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to see how version 1 is going to look with Wardell and without Whippy, because let's say version 1 looks really good, and they perform well in the group stage, and maybe perform well in the challenger stage, right? And they make it to Masters, or they make a really good run. Maybe Wardell will be signed as a full-time player. So let's see how this one goes. And yeah, the NiP one with Sean, I'm still like asking questions, because this team looked good. Like the team has been together for like 3-4 months, so they're still a pretty young team, and already like reaching Masters, almost getting out of the group stage and performing well internationally still, in my opinion, because even though they didn't make it out of group stage, it was still a very good performance by them. So I scratched my head a little bit on this one, but hey, their Deep is the one that's inside. I don't know how the scrims are going, how the relationships inside the team go, so they certainly know it better than me. So let's see how this one unfolds. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, share this one, and also give your opinion on the roster moves. Do you think ACEND going to Vitality is the best move for him? Also, this trade between Kiles and Monsteerr, what do you think? Is this a better trade for ACEND, for Giants? Was it a win-win? And also, Wardell, TSM, ex-TSM player, joining version 1 as a stand-in. Do you think he's going to benefit version 1? Do you think Wardell is going to be able to elevate this version 1 team? Or do you think it's going to end? So, thank you guys for watching the video, and see you next time.